Drivers, start your engines.
Las Vegas here in NASCAR Racing 2003 season, coming back after a couple weeks off. I just haven't had time to do a full hour-and-a-half race or so in anything, iRacing or in our 2003, but we're here now, coming off a very poor finish at Rockingham. This is the last guaranteed race in my contract. Unless we can finish well here, getting sponsorship for the remaining races in the season might be difficult. But we did finish well in the Daytona 500. I think we finished second. Starting back here in 36th, I just cannot qualify. This is one of my best tracks in the game. I think top 10 speed is not out of the question, maybe even better than that. We'll just have to see. Long race. Hopefully we get a long green run. We got Philip Torres in the 46, Cole Trickle throwback right there in front of us, and Joshua Esch is up there in the 47 somewhere. Two of the viewer cars today. And hopefully we can do good. Gonna have to be patient back here in the pack. A lot of cars to work through, but if we get a long green run, we'll be spread out quite a bit. Should be able to make up some positions.
Green flag, green flag, green, green, green.
I have not raced in the game for a while, so maybe a little out of practice. This style is a little bit different than iRacing, but some of the skills are transferable, I think. I have to use a much lower steering ratio for my wheel, or not steering ratio, but degrees of rotation for this game, because it really doesn't support 900. Kind of got into the back of Johnny Benson there. We're okay though. Had to get out of it. Love this version of Las Vegas though. Big and flat. I got the wall a little bit there, but not much of anything. Yeah, really wide, flat corners. Very, very fun. I love this version of it. Kansas is also pretty similar to this. That's also one of my favorite tracks in the game. One of my better ones, at least, as I run back here near dead last.
Still there. Clear.
Car is kind of tight, but it is very, very stable. You can get it to turn very well. You just have to be careful in the long runs not to use up the stuff. And just watch that mirror, make sure no one dives underneath you getting into the corners.
Still there.
Might be able to get around the 43 here.
You're on the bottom. 3 wide. Outside.
3 wide for a brief moment.
Still there. Clear.
Love
outside.
this track though. This is so much fun. So much room. Very, very wide when you don't have any banking like the current version. Though I do enjoy racing the current version on iRacing. I have typically pretty bad luck there. It's about like Indianapolis. Several bad luck tracks on iRacing for me. I might have to get up in the middle of this race, but this game does have a pause function, so that shouldn't be a problem, and I'll cut out the time I'm paused in editing. You just might see a little hitch in the video where I have to pause. Hopefully not too noticeable. And hopefully I can do that when I'm on pit road or something. Kind of got stuck here on the outside. The 30 car was being slow on the bottom, and now the 4 is underneath me. Kind of just stuck back here at the moment. I don't remember where the next race is. Maybe Atlanta? That might be what the next one is. I need to get around the 49.
Clear inside. Outside.
Of Ken Schrader, I believe.
Clear. Car outside.
Car is getting tight down here.
Still there.
Not going to push it 3 wide at the moment.
Low. Clear.
Too early for that.
Car outside. Still there. Still there.
43 jumped to the outside there. The 30 is still
Still there.
hogging the low line here and kind of clogging things up. We're going to be able to get underneath them here in turn 1.
Still there.
Get right beneath that last seam, but do not clip that white line. You will get pretty loose.
Stay low. Clear outside.
Okay, we get around the 4. Not blazing up through the field like I thought I might be doing. Still didn't get around the 30.
Outside.
Looks like we got the 2 viewer drivers up here in this pack.
Stay low.
So we'll see them as we drive by in my not so great
Clear.
custom cars I made them. I think I did pretty good on the cold trickle car.
Outside. Keep low. Stay low.
Trying to work through this pack.
Keep low. Keep
And
low.
take it easy at the same time.
Clear.
Alright, now we got a good run on the 30. We should be able to get under him, no problem.
Car outside. Keep low. Still there. Stay low.
And there's Joshua Esch in his big tobacco
Still
car,
there.
which was
Clear.
not banned by this point
Outside.
in history. Of course,
Stay low.
advertising for tobacco products now is not legal.
Clear.
But this was still the Winston Cup, as it was for many, many years. I don't think that changed until 2005.
Stay low.
Getting a good run on Kenny Wallace here, but again, we're not going to force things 3 wide yet.
Keep low. Clear.
I think 47 backed out of it there. Might be able to get underneath him into turn 1. Looks like we will be able to. Steve Park right in front of him.
Outside. Still there.
My entry into turn 1 is a little bit too shallow right now,
Clear outside.
but we're still getting a good drive off. All single file up here.
Outside. Keep low.
Now if we do green flag pit stops, we're going to have to be very, very careful about people in front of us that are pitting, because it is very difficult to see
Outside.
when that happens and then they just slow down right in front of you.
Keep digging.
So we will have to keep that in mind. Sometimes you can tell when there's people that go high, like entering the corner, because they know the AI knows that people are pitting in front of them.
Stay low.
So you can kind of use that as an indicator, but it's not always
Car outside.
something that you can see immediately,
Still there.
especially if there's no one else around you besides the guy in front of you.
Car outside.
Now we're making up some spots that we got single file here.
Clear outside.
Ooh, almost getting to the back of Biffle. Which would have sent our rear end around probably and take the position into turn 3.
Still there. Clear outside.
Get a good drive off through the corner. Almost into the top 20. Looks like somebody up there pushed wide, or maybe got some contact from the 21 car. I don't see who that is. just yet. Maybe Kurt Busch. Yeah. No, that's the 25 of Brian Vickers. Oh, is he in the 25 by this point? No, it's Joe Nemechek. Couldn't remember
Car outside.
when they switched over.
Keep low.
Get around, Michael Waltrip. Hopefully.
Clear outside.
That wasn't a very good corner. I clipped the apron just a touch. But we got around him. Now I'm overdriving a little bit, but should be able to get the thing turned down enough. Not having to use too much wheel to get it to turn, which is good. It saves tires. Okay. Looking pretty good here. Still just logging laps. We're only on lap 19. But we have made up quite a few positions. I think 11. Get around Ricky Rudd in the 21.
Car outside. Still there. Clear.
Clear him before the exit of turn 4. And we're going to dive it on in on Joe Nemechek.
Stay low. Clear outside.
It looks like Kurt Busch might have got loose there on the exit of turn 3, or maybe he was turning down to avoid Dale Jarrett. Kurt Busch at this time very strong, but kind of back here in the 20s right now.
Outside. Still there. Clear outside.
Couldn't quite get the run, plus we had Kurt Busch stalling us right there. I'm never really completely letting off throttle
Outside.
because the car gets very loose when you do that, so I'm always keeping a tiny bit of throttle in it, even mid-corner.
Keep low.
That does hurt rotation a little bit, but it makes it much more stable.
Clear outside.
Kurt Busch is just not making that bottom work right now. We're going to go around his outside, I think.
Keep high. Keep high. Clear. Inside.
And we're going to get onto the outside of Dale Jarrett for a second, maybe even longer.
Car inside. Clear.
We're going to get stuck behind Rusty. I think we're going to try and get in behind Dale Jarrett. Oh,
Car inside.
Kurt Busch is there and almost get into Rusty.
Keep high. Stay high.
Now we got nowhere to go.
Still there.
Almost got to the top 20 before we got kind of stuck in this
Stay
mess.
high.
I could get around him on the outside here, but Rusty is holding me up.
Stay high. You're up
Ooh,
top.
almost
Three
get into him
wide.
again.
Inside. You're
Couldn't
up
see
top.
my
Three
braking point.
wide. Inside.
Oh, and we're 3 wide still.
Stay high.
Shoot.
Keep high. Clear.
We're going to back out of it.
Inside. Keep high.
25. Maybe it was the 25 who wrecked me, or was it the 31? Was it Nemechek? I can't remember. At Rockingham.
Still there.
I'm not going to take blame for it. That's all I know.
Clear. Car inside. Stay high.
He dove underneath me on the exit of turn 4, and I got into a big wreck. And then I self-spun later, which took me out of the race, but
Stay high.
we're just going to blame the damage for that.
Stay high.
Kind of going backwards right here. Nowhere to go, really. Can't get around the top with these two up here, and the bottom just keeps getting filled in.
Stay high.
Sneak in behind the 21, hopefully.
Outside. Stay low. Keep low. Keep low.
Into the looking at fuel here in a second. We can probably go 30 more laps, I would imagine.
Keep low.
51 more laps, in fact. Okay. So will tire wear come into play before fuel does? We will have to see. See when the AI pits. Probably will be able to have tires that long. I don't know though. 80 laps on tires?
Outside. Keep low.
I don't know.
Keep low.
We will have to see.
Still there.
A little bit of bump to the 21. Trying to get through this group, but
Keep low.
they just can't get the bottom to go like I can.
Still there.
Just stalled right here. Alright, we're taking it 3 wide. I gotta get around this guy.
You're on the bottom. 3 wide. Outside.
I think the 3 wide got sorted pretty quickly there, and I still didn't stay underneath them.
Clear.
But we got clear on the outside. We can get back underneath them.
Outside. Stay low.
And dive it in on 25 again.
Keep low.
Long green run so far to start the race. We had a pretty early caution at Rockingham, if I remember correctly. The AI wrecked. And then right after that, we had another caution as Tony Stewart blew an engine, and he won the Daytona 500, if I remember. If I am remembering right. And also, I think Jeff Gordon, who finished top 5 in the Daytona 500, also had an incident or mechanical failure or something. I don't know what Waltrip's doing here guarding the bottom. We're just going to go underneath him. He
Clear.
was on the inside of Bush,
Car outside.
but then Bush just drove
Stay low.
on the top side away from him.
Clear.
And when you're back around Waltrip, I think that will put us in the top 20.
You're now in the top 20.
Thank you
Outside.
to the spotter.
Clear outside. Car outside.
Who I think is also the crew
Keep
chief.
low. Stay low.
Hopefully we can get up here and catch Sterling Marlin.
Stay low. Clear.
We're having a very good run so far. A little bit too fast entering, but not bad. And as I said, I think it's Atlanta next week. And Atlanta, I always seem to have trouble there. I can't figure out Atlanta too much. I'm better there than I am at like Charlotte. I think my best little cookie cutter mile and a half is Texas. Atlanta and Charlotte are just kind of weird to me. Charlotte especially, I don't know what it is. There's just something off about the way Charlotte is set up. It does not fit me well here in this game. Other tracks I'm really good at. I'm not too bad at Bristol here. It's always fun to race. Very difficult. New Hampshire, I've had some good runs there, and I've also had some bad runs. It's kind of They're like hit and miss. Kansas, I'm good at. Michigan, I always love Michigan. I don't think I'm quite as good on Michigan as I am here at Las Vegas. But I always still love Michigan, love racing Michigan. And Fontana Auto Club. Homestead, I haven't raced on Homestead much because it's the last race of the season and I don't usually do full seasons. I start seasons a lot and get a few races in them. But very rarely do I complete seasons. I've done single races at Homestead, but not really that good there. Let's see, the road courses I'm just absolutely terrible at in this game. Like nothing even remotely close to good. Martinsville is very difficult. If you hit the giant curb where the grass starts on the inside of the corners, you're just going to spin. Do that a lot. Talladega, for some reason, feels very weird in this game as well. It's very hard to get into the corners at Talladega. I'm not good at Talladega. I'm much better at Daytona. Also have a lot more experience at Daytona. For some reason, the corners, the way the corners are set up, it's very hard to get the cars to turn into the corner. I don't know if that's very realistic. Whoa. Big run on Jeff Burton. But when we're pushing up out of the corner. Casey Atwood, I think, is a lap down here.
Keep low. You're on the bottom. 3 wide. Car outside. Clear.
Not having a very good run. Yeah. Don't know how he got so far behind already. Pressing F3 to get my relative up, but that is not a thing in this game. That's your fuel. What other tracks am I missing? Richmond is very, very difficult. I have a very hard time at Richmond. But I'm like that in iRacing too. I'm not good at Richmond. Not really sure why I have so much trouble there.
Keep digging. Car outside. Still there. You're on the bottom. 3
Indy
wide.
is fun.
You're on the bottom. 3 wide. Clear.
Don't think I've raced Indy that much. Maybe like 1 or 2 actual races at Indy in this game. For some reason. I do enjoy racing there. I mean, we're up in the top 15 here now. So that's good.
That car's a lap down.
Looks like the 11 car is a lap down as well. There's Jeff Gordon up there getting passed by Jamie McMurray. I think.
Outside.
McMurray having a very good run.
Clear.
Less than 100 laps to go here. Still a long ways.
Keep low.
Babying this car up into a top
Still
15, almost a top 10.
Clear outside.
Doing pretty well, I think. Happy with that. I think sponsors looking at my run through the field might see some potential there. Don't know if they saw much of anything at Rockingham. I just really struggle at Rockingham in the long run. Those short runs aren't too bad, but a full race at Rockingham is just very, very difficult, and you get 200 something laps there. It's crazy. But oh well. I think we go to Rockingham again at some point. Whoa, and I got touched in the left rear, wasn't even looking, get loose, managed to catch it though. Ward Burton sending me up the hill, get that position back. Will I return the favor? Probably won't have to get back around him. Whoa, he's very slow mid-corner. Ward Burton doesn't really race like that, so I'm not too concerned with that.
Clear.
Speeds have really fallen off. We're about 2 seconds slower than we were at the beginning. Maybe 1.5. Keep an eye out for people to start pitting. I don't want to be caught off guard with that. Bobby Labonte way up there ahead of Jeff Gordon. Pretty big gap. I'm up to 12th. Any other races or tracks that I'm thinking of? Darlington, I'm okay at. You saw me race Darlington before I started this series. I can be fast there, but passing is very difficult, and I can self-spin. Did something happen to Ward Burton? We got a 2.5 to the guy behind us, and that's the 31 car. What's going on with Bill Elliott there? It looked like he just stopped on that bottom line. Ooh, almost get into the quarter panel of McMurray. Pretty sure that's McMurray. It is. Not F3. I know the F5 box will give me a live update on my tires condition, but I don't really want to use that. It's not super realistic. So if they start getting worn out, my spotter will, like when it gets to the red, he'll let me know. And I'll know when to pit, because you can't really feel the tires give up that much like you can in iRacing. Ooh, McMurray just cutting down in front of me there on the tri-oval. One mistake I made before starting this race is getting a drink. I do not have anything to drink right here. So maybe if I have to get up, I'll grab one of those before I come back. We'll see. So far, so good. Up to 11th position now. We got 80-something laps to go. Well over half the race left. And we're just kind of putting along. Not really pushing it here. But yeah, I would really love to see improvements to the AI on iRacing so that you could run a series like this. I'd like to see all the tracks be added. The AI as it is now isn't super intelligent. and it's very track dependent. There's some tracks where they just do not drive well. And of course, a freaking Gen 4 car. Get us a freaking stock car with power. My goodness. Scan a stock car, a NASCAR stock car from 2000 to 2005, and put it on iRacing. Make an official series fixed and open called IR 2003 or whatever. Run it just like the ARCA cars, but give us 800 horsepower and longer races. That's what I want. I just want a powerful stock car again. I raced the full NIS season in 2018 before they switched to the little contact there. Before they switched to the awful package. And it was so much fun. I haven't done a full season since then. Because the cars, I just hate them. I hate the cars. They race Bobby Labonte in the pits. Alright. Looking at pitting soon. They're so easy to drive, and it's the highest stock car racing series in the world. It's the highest level. And you have cars that take the driver skill almost completely out of it. It's so aero dependent. It's so draft dependent. Everyone around you affects what your car can do, not you, the driver. It is so frustrating. So frustrating. And I know people feel the same way. I know there's a lot of people that defend the current package, and I don't understand it at all. Like, I don't understand it at all. If you go back and watch a race, like an intermediate track from the early to mid 2000s, and compare that to a race now. I mean, there's a reason NASCAR has become so much less popular than it was back in those days. The golden era of NASCAR was the early 2000s.
Clear.
That was when you had millions watching every race. The track was full in the stands, hundreds of thousands of people. And I don't understand, from a business perspective, how NASCAR officials can look at the numbers and think what they're doing to the cars and all the gimmicks they're adding to the races to make it more exciting, quote unquote. I don't understand how they can look at that, look at the trends, and think what they're doing makes any sense. I just don't get it. And you got former drivers on record, former and current drivers on record, that say the new cars and everything else is just the complete opposite direction of where everything needs to be going. And Carl Edwards said before the Gen 6 cars came out, when they were still racing the car of tomorrow, how he didn't like the direction they were going. And that was with the Gen 6 cars when they still had power. Because they had the giant spoilers, the massive splitters. The cars are just glued to the ground. And then he quit like 2 years later.
You're now in third.
Probably gonna have to be pitting here soon. We're gonna lose a lot of time on track, staying out. We'll go one more lap. It's just frustrating. They keep changing the car to push it in the direction of more freaking draft focused, no power, just no reason to have a brake pedal at all. And they just keep going and keep going and keep going, and I'm wondering if it'll ever go back to a high horsepower package again. Alright, we'll pit here. Car feels good, but everyone else is pitting, so.
Limit 45. Keep it under 3,500 in second.
Oops. Well, that wasn't very good. I did practice pit entry, but that was pretty bad.
You're too far forward. Back up.
Alright, so we're going to lose a lot of time here, but that's okay. Tires were not that bad, honestly. We'll get our fuel. Can we make it from here? Ooh, we can. Okay.
Go, go, go! Keep it under 45.
Get that windshield tear off.
3,500 in second.
Alright, we're going to be way back from where we were
Watch that speed now.
because
Keep it
of
on 3,500
stupidness.
in second.
But that's okay. I should have waited until halfway. I was just pitting because everyone else was. Hopefully I don't get a black flag. I was 46 for a second. Alright, no, we're good. Alright. Gonna have some more ground to make up. Fuel, it says we can make it right now, but once we get up to speed, that might change. I don't know.
Okay, merge when you can. Outside.
Okay.
Clear. You're racing the car in front.
I think we're a lap down right now, which is why he said that.
That car in front of you is pole position.
Yeah, I get it. Thank you.
That car in front of you is pole
Oh my
position.
gosh, he's not going to stop. Ooh, the car's loose. Car is loose. Gonna have to take a minute to get these tires heated up. Got people up there pitting, it looks like. We're back in 23rd after that stupidness on pit road. I just shifted down too early and it got loose and almost spun out, and then I just parked too far forward. That's okay.
Car outside.
We can drive back up through the field.
Still there.
We are spread out quite a bit more, but we're fine.
Car outside. Stay low. Clear outside. The leader's pitting now.
Ooh, Waltrip must be on old tires here. I'm blowing right by him.
Stay low. Clear.
Ooh, almost hit the wall on the exit of turn 4 there. That would have been bad. You can use the apron in the tri-oval. I haven't done that though. I don't know if I will. Just because the AI doesn't run down there. You can go down there without penalty. As long as you're not in the grass. Well, you won't get a penalty, but it doesn't count your lap in qualifying if you go on the grass, so I count that as illegal. Let's see where the pits cycle out. Definitely not going to be in 12th, wherever we were. Need to catch this group up ahead of us. See, are we still a lap down? Just now to halfway. I don't think we're a lap down anymore. I think it might have cycled through. Yeah, we're gonna be short on fuel. Unfortunately, we should have pushed that to halfway. The tires were fine. I don't know how much time we were losing on track, but We should have stayed out longer. I was just thinking in terms of everyone else pitting. I wasn't actually looking at the lap count or anything like that. But that's my mistake. And I'm not a crew chief. I'm just the guy out here driving. I don't need to be making those decisions anyway. We are definitely catching Martin up there. And the group. But it might take a lap or two to get to him. Luckily I didn't spin out there and lose a ton of time. I did lose a ton of time, but it wasn't as bad as it could be. I think I pitted pretty late there in the cycle too. It only took like one lap to get sorted out. Which is okay. Don't want to be out there on old tires and be the only one on old tires for very long. You will start losing a bunch of time that way. But we are within halfway, finally. Make sure we don't get on throttle too quick and push up into the wall. Everybody's really spread out now because of the green flag pit stops that we had to do. And I've still got some speed.
Keep low. Clear outside.
Hey, back to Ward. Back to Ward Burton. I think everybody in front of us now is basically people we've already passed. And it's the same kind of running order. Use Atwood as a pick here.
Stay low. That car's a lap down.
He's staying up out of the way as a lap down guy, thankfully. They don't do that intentionally, unfortunately. That's not something that's programmed in. They just are very slow. And he was already on the high side, so we got underneath him. But I really love racing this game. You get some really good racing. I mean, obviously, the car model and tire model and driving isn't as good as iRacing. I mean, that should be obvious. But it's still fun to get on here and do some offline racing with some competent AI. You can get some good racing at the iRacing AI, but it is not as good as this, in my opinion. As far as AI is concerned, driving and cars, tire model, all that's way better, as you would expect from a game from iRacing, which is not 20 years old. 12 years old, but not 20. Maybe even 13 years old, I don't remember. I think it was 08, right? When iRacing came out? Or 09?
Stay low.
I didn't start until 2012
Stay low.
on iRacing.
Clear. Car outside. Stay low.
We got Mayfield and Bill Elliott running together here, the two Evernham cars. I think Atwood's racing an Evernham car here, though. But he's doing very bad.
That car's a lap down. Stay low. Clear.
Well, actually, oh, the 11's a lap down, that's right. Mayfield's not. Gonna dive it in on the 11. And that was a bad decision.
The yellow flag is out. Let's go.
Don't hit me.
Back to the line.
That was a really bad
Here
decision.
comes the leader.
Yeah, we're gonna be a lap down now. That's unfortunate.
That car's a lap down.
Try and get it turned around without getting slammed into.
You're racing the car in front. Pit road is closed. That car in front of you is poor position.
Well, that
Racing the
sucks.
car in front. Keep it under 45. Keep it under 3,500 in seconds.
Like I
You're
said,
racing
the
car in
AI
front.
does not
That car in front of you is poor position.
pull out of the way
Okay,
for
we're
you.
under caution. Catch up to the end of the pacing line.
Alright, so we'll be taking 4
43
tires and
car.
fuel. We're gonna take, let's take a half a can. We're
We'll
gonna
give
get
you a
this
half a
thing
can
sorted
of fuel.
out, and we're gonna be a lap down. Gonna be very difficult to get that lap back. Probably not going to be able to. That sucks. That really sucks. We're gonna get all we can. Maybe get up in front of the leader and have a caution come out, but probably won't happen.
Pit road is now open.
I have no damage, just tires.
Keep it under 45.
You know, I just
Keep it
did get
under
rear-ended, but we're okay.
3,500 in seconds.
Oh, that
That's
sucks.
the 18 car.
That was all on me. I shouldn't have dove it in like that. I thought I'd get underneath him before we got to the corner, and then he'd go wide to give me the position, but no such luck.
The pace cars in turn 1.
Definitely okay on fuel now. We're only going to have 50-something laps to go. Anything can happen, but
Yes, we nailed that stop. Great work, guys. The pace cars
Probably
in turn
out
2,
of it now.
limit 45. Keep it under 3,500 in seconds.
really
Watch that
bad.
speed
This is the
now.
track
Keep
I
it
need
on
to do good at. It's one of my
3,500
better
in
tracks.
seconds. The pace cars on the back straight.
And the leader was like right behind me too. I tried to get going before, but I just got really unlucky there.
Okay, you're clear of pit lane. Stay behind the 49 car.
It's gone to the back of the 11 and it sent my rear end around. And it's all my fault. Could have been worse though. We could have got destroyed.
Okay, merge when you can.
But now we're going to be stuck together again. We're going to have a heck of a run to get this thing back on the lead lap. How many people are a lap down? We got 16 on the lead lap, so if we can get on the lead lap, the finish won't be too terrible. If we can get ahead of every lap down car. Might have speed for the leader anyway. So maybe we can get up. Okay, now there's 23 people a lap down, or on the lead lap. Oh, they're up in front of the leaders. And the rules are all wonky at this time, so they're going to stay ahead of the leader. Jeff Gordon being the first guy a lap down, way up there. But Steve Park in the 1, he's going to be at the front of the line, I think. No, he's up there like mid-pack. Front of the line is going to be Ricky Rudd. He's going to be at the front of the outside line, starting this race. Unfortunate series of events there. Is anybody out of the race? No, nobody's out of the race. A couple people more than one lap down, but for the most part, everybody's still racing. That sucks. Hopefully we'll get a caution after we get in front of the leader. We're going to have to work hard to get in front of the leader. We're not going to be running... We're not going to have enough laps to run around the whole track and catch him that way after we pass him. Assuming we can even pass him.
We're now on the lead lap.
But we're going to be starting on the inside here with slower guys in front of us, so we're going to have to be very careful. We're going to have to be very, very, very careful. I'm going to try and be patient and get sorted out. We don't have a whole lot of time, though. See what we can do. Leader of the race is Matt Kenseth. Right there, actually, in front of Jeff Gordon. Okay, so maybe... yeah, they're just a couple rows ahead of us, so we might be able to get in front of the leader here. If that's the case, we can get a caution. Hopefully it won't take too long to do that. If we don't get a caution, though, we're going to be not very good shape. But hopefully all these lap guys will slow down Kenseth, who's only 4 or 5 rows up there. This is going to be interesting. For sure.
Green, green, green. Car outside.
Didn't get a very good start.
Still there. Keep low.
Whoa, and I'm pushing wide. Don't let him underneath me.
Stay low.
That was dangerous. Tony Stewart's a lead lap guy. I need to get around him. There's 3 wide up there. There's Kenseth. Stuck on the outside. Oh, this is scary. I'm going to go 3 wide. I was already on the bottom 3 wide, diving it up the inside.
Outside. Keep low.
Pushing up a little bit, we're okay.
Stay low.
Kenseth right there. Stewart, who I think is on the lead lap, still in front of me.
Still there. You're on the bottom, 3 wide, car outside. You're on the bottom, 3 wide, car outside.
3 wide on the bottom, going to the apron.
Clear. You're on the bottom, 3 wide, outside. You're on the bottom, 3 wide, outside. You're on the bottom, 3 wide. Here comes the leader.
Oh, clip the apron.
Car outside, car outside.
Making contact with Stewart on my outside.
3 wide, outside.
Still 3 wide bottom.
You're on the bottom, 3 wide, outside. Still there. That car's a lap down. You're on the bottom, 3 wide, car
Going to the apron again.
clear outside. Car outside. You're on the bottom, 3 wide. You're on the bottom, 3 wide. Here comes the leader, outside. You're on the bottom, 3 wide, outside.
Okay, alright. 2 wide with Kenseth.
Keep low. Still there.
I don't have time to get slowed up on the outside, though.
Stay low.
Or on the inside, rather.
Clear. Car outside. You're on the bottom, 3 wide, car outside. Clear.
Okay, we are ahead of the leader. I think.
Still there.
Tony Stewart's in the lead now.
You're on the bottom.
We were very
3
aggressive
wide,
there.
outside.
Dangerously so.
Stay
Need a
low.
caution now.
Clear. Car outside. Stay low.
Alright, now we need to get ahead of these lap cars.
Keep low. Clear outside.
Hopefully. And sorry if you noticed something right there. I had to pause the game. But we're back. Might have to pause it again here in a few minutes. Hopefully it's not too noticeable. I don't know how seamless I can make it in editing. I think it could be pretty good. 41 of Casey Mears. Oh, and the leader's right behind me. Or close to behind me. I need to get around these guys. I should have just taken it 3 wide there. I'll take it 3 wide here. had to check up there. I was going to get into his back.
Car outside.
He backed out of it.
Keep low.
Now we need a caution, and we need it soon. The leader is Tony Stewart, and he is right behind me. We need to fend him off as best as we can, and we need a yellow. He is caught back in some traffic, but we are as well. Too wide in front of us. We're going to get on the inside of Biffle. Scare him up at least. I need to get on his inside. I gotta go. I can't wait around behind these guys. We do not have enough laps.
Car outside. Still there. You're on the bottom. 3 wide. Outside.
Do not have enough laps to be waiting around like that.
Stay low. Clear outside. Outside. Still there. Clear.
Oh, and the 47 up there.
Keep it up. Keep it
Mr.
up.
Esch got a little loose, or he turned down or something on the exit of 4. Almost could get the nose under Kenny Wallace there.
Car outside.
Even getting ahead of all these guys, we're not going to have
Stay low.
very good position,
Keep low.
because we're still going to be a lap behind the leaders, basically. We got to get a caution. We just have to have a caution. And I don't know if we'll get one. Probably won't, if I'm being honest. Let's hope we ran a good enough race, despite taking ourselves out of contention, really, to attract some sponsors.
Car outside.
I hope the last 3 races have shown anything for potential as far as that's concerned. I think they have. Rockingham, I'm not so sure anything really supported us there. But the other tracks I think might have. Daytona and here.
Outside.
We were in the top 5 for a few laps. I think it was during pit cycles, but we drove from 36th to 12th or something, which was pretty good. And we're going to get ahead of all these guys up here
You're now in the top 20. Good job.
by the looks of things. Pretty sure we passed all of these guys
Clear.
already in this race at some point.
Outside. Stay low.
I'm going to go 3 wide. I'm not.
Stay low.
At this point in the race, I need to go.
Stay low.
Running good laps here.
Clear.
I don't have time to be bogged down behind people.
Car outside. Still there. Stay low. You're on the bottom. 3 wide. Stay low.
Are we actually on the bottom 3 wide? I don't think we are. I think it called that because the 47 was out there for like 1 second on the entry to the corner. But he backed out pretty much immediately.
Car outside. Stay low. Clear outside.
I'm gonna get a good run on Rusty Wallace, but I want to be on his inside.
Outside.
I don't want to try and pass on the outside and then get caught up there.
Clear.
Get ahead of the 10, and we will be. Where's the 10? I don't know where the 10 is. I don't know where we'll be when we get ahead of the 10. The 2. Let's wait till it updates. We have to cross the line here. Okay, so the 30 is the next car. And that'll bring us up into the top 15. But where's the 10 at? I don't see the 10 on the... Is he more than 1 lap down? I don't know. Don't see him on the standings sheet. But the 30's for position, so we're going to get around him. With the 47 that came up right behind us there. Followed us through that pack.
Outside. That car's a lap down.
Yeah, the 10 is more than one lap down.
Clear.
For whatever reason. I just don't think we're going to get a caution, and it's really unfortunate. The caution that we caused there pretty much happened in the worst possible time in the race, where you don't have to pit anymore after that.
Stay low.
That was not a good corner, I guess. He got around our outside. And we're just gonna coming down to too few laps to make up any ground, really. And realistically, are we gonna make up a full lap on the leaders? Probably not. Regardless of how many laps we get. I just hope there's any incident through the field. Even a debris caution will be good. Any yellow. I just need something. So I can get back on the lead lap and have a chance at a top 10. Well, I'm on the lead lap now, but I am very far behind. 24 seconds to the guy ahead of me. Will I make that up? I doubt it. We'll try. How ridiculous will my speed be to be able to make up that kind of time in 30 laps? 23 and a half. We're going to push it as hard as we can go. Way too early on throttle. Bad corner. That's not going to help things. 22 and a half. Or thereabouts. If I can just get to the end of the field with 5 laps to go, I might be able to get a couple positions. Top 13 finish doesn't look too bad. Not a top 10, but it's not terrible. Top 15 isn't that bad, honestly. We gained less than a second that time. We just need a caution. Really badly need a caution. I don't think we're going to be fast enough to gain anything. Any positions. I don't think we're going to have time to catch him. And I keep getting on throttle too early and pushing it into the wall almost. We are gaining, but it is not going to be enough, I don't think. Less than 30 laps left. Oh, I just wish we could get a caution. It's just the AI is so good at not wrecking. And we are gaining less and less time now. Oh, it sucks. Maybe we'll have some luck at Atlanta. Assuming that's even the next track on the schedule. Oh, I'm gonna hit the wall. See, I'm just pushing it too hard now. I'm ruining these tires. There's somebody. I don't think that's the guy we're racing. 38, that's Sadler in the yellow M&M car. That looked like a white and red car. Maybe not. Gained half a second. We're not gonna have enough laps. Oh, it sucks. Just any caution, please? Would any caution happen? Maybe a guy blow his engine, stop on track? Anything? I'm trying everything I got. If I just had freaking been patient for half a corner and not tried to dive it in the 11, we'd still be up there in the top 5, or the top 10 at least. All my fault. Oh, stupid. Now if I do see a car stopped on track or on the apron or something, I have within my power to throw a yellow if I deem it necessary. But I'm not going to just throw a yellow because I'm far behind. It has to be a legitimate reason. Yeah, I think that's the 11 in front of us. Several laps down. I'm hitting the wall on corner entry. Whew. Yeah, there's the guy that caused us to be back here. Well, I'm the guy that caused us to be back here, but I wish they had programmed something in the AI for the lap cars to run the high line. Even if they just programmed it so as soon as you go a lap down, you just run the high line. I don't know. That probably wouldn't work. Just wish they'd get out of the way. They just run whatever line they think is the best.
Car outside.
Even if it is aggressive towards lead lap cars.
Clear outside.
We almost did the same thing to them there, but we had plenty of time.
That car's a lap down.
And there's Atwood, making his first start of the year, I believe. Not having a very good one. Basically nobody out of the race.
20 laps to go.
20 laps to go. We're 16 seconds back from 14th. Ken Schrader out of the race with an ignition problem. Only person out of the race.
Still there.
There needs to be a big wreck.
Clear.
And I don't think there's going to be. Oh, and we're overdriving it. Then we're just putting in bad laps now because I got to where I was pushing too hard and tires aren't working too great. I mean, we probably will start to see them before the race is over, but we are not going to catch them, I don't think. Wait, what happened? 10 seconds to the 20 car? Did Tony Stewart blow an engine again? He was in the lead. What happened? I'm looking at the bottom right of the F1 box. We were behind the 38, now the 20 is 10 seconds back. We were 18 seconds, or 14 seconds actually. Something happened to Stewart. And now we're in 14th. Didn't see any smoke or anything, so I don't know. Stewart was out there leading this thing. Take a look at the bottom of the F2 screen. What the heck happened to him? It's the second race in a row if he had engine problems. And he was in the lead. Couldn't tell if he was on pit road there. And I'm pretty sure he won the Daytona 500. Or maybe Jeff Gordon did. I think Jeff Gordon won, and Tony Stewart got third, right behind me. I think. I gotta go back and look. I don't know. I don't know what happened. He's only one lap down. I don't know where he is. He must have had the pit for an issue. Ruined his day, though. That's for sure. Once we get within 7 or 8 laps to go, a caution's not going to do much for us. And we're getting to about that time. If a caution came out now, we'd only have like 4 or 5 laps green. I'm sure everyone would be pitting. The 14th, I guess, isn't terrible. We're not going to catch these guys at all. We burned up the tires. Burned up the tires. And we're losing. We're not losing, but we're gaining much less than we were before. 11 to go. We need the caution to come out now if we want any chance. That might be them in front of us. No, it can't be. Well, maybe it is. Barely see him up there. 10 to go.
We got just 10 more to go.
Well, we showed some speed, but we took ourselves out of it. Much like we did at Rockingham, really. I'm still blaming the 31 for it, but it was mostly our fault. Oh, but I do love this track. I think that might be him up there, but we don't have enough laps to catch him. Like, if we could pass 2 people and get 12th, I would be happy. But a caution now is not going to do anything. Mostly in the race. Did Tony Stewart ever show up? I don't know where Tony Stewart went. He's back on track. He's in 32nd. I just did a terrible corner looking at that. That is him in front of us. Definitely. I'm gonna be racing as hard as I can to get to him. Not look at the time anymore. We can see him. We didn't really make up a whole lap on these guys either. They were at the end of the lead lap line, however far back that was. I guess, well, 14 drivers on the lead lap, 15 actually, and then whoever the lap guys in front of the leaders. That's the 43. What the heck? We're still way far back. Gosh dang it. I thought that was Sadler. Yeah, we're not making up anything. No positions gained after Stewart had his issue.
Just 5 more to go.
Yeah, that group's like 2 seconds ahead of us, not 7. Dumb. They're up in that. He's the yellow car there entering turn 4, yeah. We're way too far back. Well, we're going to bring home a clean car in top 15. Something to be happy about. Hopefully sponsors see it the same way. If we could eliminate the stupid mistakes, we could finish pretty well.
Car outside. Stay low. Clear. That car's a lap
And the
down.
43 is just
Still there.
blocking.
Clear.
1 second to the 22 car. What happened to him? Did he have an issue too? Are we going to gain another spot? Did he pit? Are people pitting? If people are pitting for no reason, that guy's pitting, but he's not racing us. Are people pitting?
Just 2 to go.
13th. 18 in 4.5 seconds ahead of us. I think there's some people pitting. White flag, the leader's not far behind us still. We might get a couple more spots here, I guess. People are doing green flag pit stops unnecessarily.
That car's a lap down. White flag.
12th, we're in 12th. I'm happy with that. We're at white flag. Get around Mr. Torres here. Yeah, there's people that pit. I guess maybe the caution came out just in time tires to be in people's heads, even though if it was real AI, or if it was real drivers, they would definitely stay out to the end of the race. Alright, we finished 12th.
Alright, there's the
Well,
checkered flag.
we got what I wanted after that
Bring it on
nonsense.
home and let's get the heck out of here.
So that's good. We're just going to pull over here and park this thing. 12th place finish after some questionable pit stops from a few drivers. And Jimmy Johnson won. Good. Great. Perfect. Oh, that was good. Good clean race mostly. 47 finished right behind us in 13th. 1 lap down. And 46, 33rd. So 13th place finish for Mr. Esch is pretty good. Might be funded for a few more races. Well, he's big tobacco. I'm sure he'll have plenty of money for that. Well, good. Good race.